Ladies and gentlemen, people of all ages, we're back with the Adventures of Waffles. Hello, and yeah, we're breaking things today. We're going to renovate our this thing. What are words? What are even words? Yeah, we have to take down our glorious displays, our glorious previous weapons, but we have to do this. I think I've come up with the ideal option for what the mantelpiece, what the fireplace should look like. So I've built it in the waffle iron server, so I'm going to recreate it right here for your very eyes. For your very eyes? No, I think it's before. Yeah, it's definitely before your very eyes. I'm doing it and showing you, and it shall look pretty good. Now, in hindsight, I kind of prefer, once again, I prefer the look of wood. I just like the clean aesthetic of wood blocks in this game. I think it looks fantastic, but hey, I like the way this wood fireplace turns out, and it does look good. It's just, for some odd reason, the way that, did I say wood again? I meant stone. Yeah, the way this stone fireplace turns out is pretty good, but stone does not have very smooth edges, very smooth lines. And so when you place things on top of it, oh yeah, as you can see, I'm gonna have to move everything around. I didn't really anticipate having to do this. I figured it would be wide enough, but it's definitely not. But yeah, we're just gonna do this, and it's gonna look good. Does it look better? I don't know, but it does look appropriate, and it looks pretty good. Or at least I guess I am talking in the future, and you're not seeing it just yet. You're kind of seeing the process. But yeah, you can see that I needed to create some space to put these big old stone walls down right there, because we have to properly frame this fireplace, this mantelpiece, and it looks pretty good. It's starting to take some good shape. I'm Sean Connery today. Unintentional Sean Connery references. Yeah. We have to redo the chimney as well, of course, because we just can't have it as it was. Yeah, it's going well. It's going great. We got to get rid of these core wood pieces. They are just no longer necessary because stone is better, and they were just kind of in the way. But there you go. There you can kind of see how it ended up looking. And I figured, okay, now is a great time for me to start digging down right here, and yeah, place this butcher's table down there, because it just kind of makes sense. But I guess I didn't realize that I actually had to have the cauldron up in order to place down upgrades, which kind of makes sense, but also kind of doesn't make sense. I don't really care for that feature, but it's not that big of a deal. Who cares? But hey, look at that. Now we have some stuff, or at least one thing below the floor right there, and it's very efficient. And yeah, this is great. But now we need to figure out how to do the other upgrade and how to handle the rain. So yeah, I can't take credit for this. One of my friends on the Waffle Iron server did give me this idea to put those roof pieces there that do remove the rain. It makes it so that it's not going to actually get rained on, and will actually have continuous fire. But now we have to put the cauldron back up in order to put the spice rack up, and we can't really do that because there's no space to go through there. So all right, fine, we'll break some things and we'll just have to replace it. It's okay. Nothing's gonna die. Everything's gonna be okay. And yeah, there we go. Hey, look at that. It's all back together, and it looks pretty moderately decent. I like it. It's pretty good. Is it the best fireplace in the world? Certainly not, but I think this does upgrade the space quite nicely. And of course, we have to put our glorious waffle iron, waffle smasher, and waffle batter back up. Oh, hey, wait, that's not the waffle smasher. I mislabeled it. I fix it later. It's the waffle beater. I'm an idiot. Just forgive me. But we have a tiny fish right there, a tetra, and yeah, I think it looks pretty good right there, but we're definitely going to have to upgrade that fish as soon as we can figure out how to get a better one, like a level 3 or something like that. That's gonna happen. But hey, we're gonna go to Haldor because we need some of his stuff, and particularly we need the fishing rod, because I haven't really spent a whole lot of time fishing in this game, but I think it's time. We need to we haven't had the tetra up, but it's a level 1. We just barely put the tetra up, but it's got to be replaced by like a level 2 or something. And I guess while we're here, we might as well get a thunderstone so we can make the yeah, we don't really need to kill things, but we have old gear that we can get rid of, which I actually do, like, you know, the old leather gear that I had that I started off with. There's no point in just hoarding that stuff. Let's be minimalists here. It just wastes space in boxes. So I do use the obliterator to kill that stuff. But hey, look at that. We are officially fishing. And we've caught a pike. We have a level 1 pike, and it's just, you know, it's a level 1 fish, and it's a meadows fish. It's nothing too fancy, but hey, it's fine. But hopefully we're going to be able to catch something a little bit larger. So yeah, I take some time and I keep fishing. But fishing in this game is very, very weird, and it's precarious. And again, I haven't spent a whole lot of time fishing, so I kind of have no idea what I'm doing. And I look directly into my own eyes. Yeah, lost the catch once again. Fishing is definitely, it's got a really weird mechanic in this game. I kind of understand it, but I kind of don't. It seems to be working okay, but it does use a lot of stamina. And, you know, I kind of just spend some time here, and I catch a few more fish, and I get a couple varieties. We got some pike, and we got something else, I think perch. Yeah, I get a little bored. I just kind of give up, and I see if I can make any additional types of bait, which I can. I can make some frosty and some mossy. Frosty and mossy. Frost. Oh, God. Oh, that's definitely that's a weird one to say. Yeah, we've got 2 different baits that we can make. Oh, hey, look at that. I noticed. Yeah, it's the waffle beater, spelled correctly. Yeah, all right, fixed. That it looks pretty good. The display looks pretty good. But I really couldn't make any additional, you know, fishing stuff. I could make 2 baits, but that's nothing too fancy. So I figured, okay, maybe I can just go out into the ocean, find the ocean biome, and you know, do some fishing. And well, I guess let's go. Let's do the thing. We've got some regular fishing bait, and I know in the comments I can already hear you saying, well, it's not gonna work. I don't know why that's your voice, but no, you're right. It's definitely not going to work. But at this time, I did not know that. I figured regular fishing bait would work in the ocean as well as the meadows, not just the meadows. But let's just watch as I gloriously fail at this attempt. But you can see I did do double stamina foods, so waste of time there. But yeah, it's not taking the bait, not great. So yeah, I realized my mistake. I don't have the appropriate bait for the ocean biome. But hey, look at that. We can officially use the dock for the first time, and man, we have more than enough space. It is a great dock. Good job, me. I do have that weird pointer bug because I tapped out there. And I can actually, I just got rid of that little space down there. I don't need those stairs, and I can open up it if I need it, but I can access the little fire below the house right there from outside, from the little hole in the outside. But yeah, that's enough of fishing for now. I am going to explore some plains. We're going to go and we're going to conquer some plains because it's time for some upgrades. It's time for some good stuff. We needed some more cloudberries anyway, so let's just gather some of those. And yeah, here we go. Let's do the thing and hopefully stay safe and not die a horrible death. We got a death mosquito here. Oh, come on. Ah, good dodge. All right, and bad swipe. It will come around. We'll just poke it with the gear in the face, and it's dead. All right, good timing. That's really all it takes. It's not a big deal. We have the appropriate gear, kind of. We can handle some death mosquitoes. And we've got another one right there. I miss, but I still end up blocking it. It's all good. The gear can indeed block a death mosquito. And this is, I think, the same fueling that I originally said hi to. Yeah, sadly, there's no way for you to make friends with Fuelings. Goblins do not like us, so we have to make first contact, and it was preemptive, but hey, it's dead at our feet, and we've gathered some black metal scrap. Great, now we can, figure out what to do with it. Do I transport it back home? Do I make a little establishment here? I don't know, that's a future me problem, or a present me, but future problem in the future video, not the future video, but this video. I don't know. Existential crisis in my head right there, but it's all good. We're taking on some more enemies, and multiple things happening at once makes it a little more difficult, but we're handling it okay. And this one right here has fire, and I was on fire, but it's dead, and we're okay. We survived that relatively harrowing encounter. completely unscathed. No, definitely not unscathed. A little outpost right here, and we can just preemptively take out this sentry on the ladder right there. Yeah, nothing really fancy there, but hey, it does stay right. It does stay put so that I can kill it pretty easily. I missed completely on this one, but it's okay. I have an at gear. It has a club, and all right. Well, good old fashioned spinny spins, and it staggers them nicely. I really like how effective the iron at gear is still in the plains, and of course, I would like to upgrade to the black metal at gear. Is it necessary? Not necessarily. Is it necessary? Not necessarily. It is not necessarily necessary, but I do want it because it is the next upgrade and we're playing solo, so metals aren't super precious. And yeah, 1.5 times resource modifier going on, so 1 totem becomes 2 totems. It doesn't become 1.5 totems. Yeah, so sadly, not sadly, but kind of sadly, every once in a while there are circumstances where the additional resources do feel a little bit OP, and this is definitely one of them where you can I can almost summon the boss already. I can almost just say hi to Yeahhhh already, but it's okay. We will do it on our time. We're not going to rush it. But yeah, this outpost right here is taken care of, and we can grab a couple extra items in the little chest up top, and you know, all is well. Nothing else right here, but it's cleared. We're good to go. We can keep exploring this plains, see what we can find. We got a nice swamp right here. This is actually really convenient. If I did want to create a little base right here, what I can do is I can go into the swamp, grab some iron, and then smelt it myself, and that actually should be a pretty good idea. So yeah, it seems like this plains keeps going. Yeah, I don't want to keep exploring, so I do go back home. I get my rested bonus, and I come back and I grab all the stuff. I grab the portal, and I keep exploring, and I find a good little spot to maybe establish a little base, but we got to get back to that spot. Yeah, and this fueling, okay, yeah, here you go, just die. All right, we're good to go. We're good to continue our mission. We're still gathering, we're still doing some stuff, and I feel like this right here is a pretty good spot. We've got the swamp right next to us. We're in a plains biome. We've got a mountain biome right above. This is actually, it seems to be a pretty good spot to make a little outpost. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. And we're going to utilize this rock right here, this big old giant boulder, as a bit of an extra, you know, extra weathering, a bit of a shelter, I guess. So at least it's going to start as a good makeshift shelter so we can, you know, establish ourselves and be at least moderately safe. And yeah, the Waffle Smasher accidentally came out, but it was still a very effective weapon. The Waffle Smasher definitely needs a little more love. It doesn't get broken out very often, and it didn't even get to see Motor die. So yeah, I need to start taking it out more often. But I guess it really is. Sledges generally are just quite the niche use case. They're not always the most effective weapon, that's for sure. You shouldn't use them as a primary, but when they do come in handy, they are very handy. And I don't know if you noticed, but I did find a fueling trophy from that one, and that unlocked some more bait. It wasn't mossy. I didn't see what it was. Sticky maybe. But yeah, hey, look, Plains 1 portal is now right here. I did move the marker on the map, and now we can go home pretty easily. And actually, we're going to grab our key just in case we find a crypt, and we're going to grab our wishbone because we're making this a little home. Just a little mini outpost, but instead of transferring things on a boat, which, yeah, okay, in hindsight, that probably would have been faster. Just take the boat down to here and transport everything to the north, I think, along the path back home. Transferring all the black metal home would have probably been a faster route, but we haven't really created any specific outposts in this playthrough, so that's exactly what I figured would be a good idea. We can make everything here, we can smelt everything here, and it'll be great. We don't have to transport any black metal home. It just kind of makes sense in my mind. So that's kind of what I roll with. It's just fine. And look at that. We've got a muddy scrap pile right here. And I actually did find 2 muddy scrap piles pretty much side by side in this spot because you can see it's still pulsing as I've already found this one. But yeah, I take some time, and we've got Jerry over here trying to say hi, but Jerry has not been tamed yet. And he's hostile. So yeah, it's all good though. That's all the scrap metal we can find, the muddy scrap piles. And yeah, let's just get going and we can start smelting. if we can, you know, get the appropriate stuff back. And this Death Skeeto doesn't want us to be here. Mistimed that hit, but it's all good. We can, you know, pop our metal back here. We actually got 24 from 2 muddy scrap piles. Pretty good. Yeah, I did a little jump cut right there. I went back. I grabbed the materials to make, you know, the smelter stuff, the smelter water. Yeah, we're gonna clear out a little good space right here because the charcoal kiln is a fickle bastard and needs a very, very, very flat space. But yeah, it's all good. We got a flat space, and now we can actually start smelting some iron because this is great. We have a little outpost, and yeah, it's good. I don't know what to say, but hey, we're here. We're gonna grab the extra charcoal that we have back home, and I mean, it just gets us started earlier because we could just start smelting some coal, and that's exactly what we do. But we can get our coal started, or we can get our smelting started with the existing coal that we have. Why am I justifying this? That's exactly what I did. It's not crazy. It makes sense in my mind. I can always make more, and yeah, I need some more wood because we are out of wood pretty much. So yeah, there's mountains right here. There's mountains right here, but this log decides that it wants to go for an adventure. Yeah, what are you doing? Come on, come back. Hey, jerk. All right, well, I guess this fueling doesn't want me to grab it. So what's all right? Well, come here, get over here. What are you doing? Just accept your fate. Just accept your future. Come on, no stamina. All right, we're good. And now we can go take that log. Let's go. Oh, all right. Well, fine. I guess we still have more friends to make. And actually, this area might be a great spot to make some wolf friends. Maybe we'll do that in a future video. I didn't do that in this recording session, but hey, that might be a good idea now that I'm in hindsight looking in the future. Okay, well, it seems like instead of getting wood, I grabbed that log. And I guess I made a toy for the locks over here. But I don't want to kill 3 locks at once right now. I do not have the patience to tackle that, so I just leave them. They have a toy now. The locks over there officially have a toy. I brought a bunch of rocks over here because I want to make more stone stuff, and this is a relatively dangerous area. The whole plains thing is kind of a dangerous area, so having something a little more sturdy than wood might be a good idea. And I just haven't really built anything with wood, or with stone, with wood, idiot. What is my mind? So yeah, I want to build a little outpost, a little wood, my little stone hut over here. And you know, I haven't built too much with stone, so I'm kind of figuring it out along the way. You can notice I have to figure out how to put the sides on, and you know, this is it's turning out okay. It's got a little bit of space, and these giant stone walls take 6 rocks each. Whatever. I don't know. I make it a little smaller because it needed to be even, and I do the little switcheroo on the furnace. I make the blast furnace now because we have the materials and we have the stuff. We can do it. We can start smelting our black metal. We have the spot. This is a great space, and we've unlocked a whole bunch of good stuff. Yeah, this is going to be great. I'm really excited. We are officially in the black metal plains tier area. We're doing great. But in order to make what we want to make, we need a forge. And to make a forge, we need copper. You can see that I was not happy about that. I didn't realize I needed copper for it. We don't have copper. We can't get it here. So yeah, I did find that the little black forest for the smoldering tomb in one of the previous episodes. It's right there. So what I can do is I can make a carve, and I can just kind of head that way. So that's exactly what we're going to do. And I grabbed 80 nails, bronze nails, and some other stuff, and I brought it back over here. And yeah, it's not that far away. We can just boat over, and it should be fine. Everything's going to be okay. We're not that far away. We can go on a nice little copper and tin run, because if we're going to be building all this stuff, if we're going to be upgrading it, that's exactly the kind of stuff that we need. So, I mean, one and done. The carb is fine. We don't need that much, but enough for the upgrades. And yeah, so here's the carve, and we're gonna go on the trip. And I know I've said it before. I know I've said it before, but the Carve, I think, is definitely such a beautiful boat. I really think this is my favorite boat in the game. Obviously, the Longship is much more effective. It's got significantly more storage space, but it doesn't matter. I think this one just looks awesome. I don't know. It's awesome. It's a great boat. And we've already made it right here. We've got this little meadows section right here. And yeah. We got a black forest really, really close by. Of course, I do mark the boat. How can you not mark the boat? You want to mark the boat, but literally right here is black forest. And at the beginning of this black forest, I get incredibly lucky, and there's a copper deposit right here. I don't think I could possibly be luckier with this copper deposit. I mean, maybe if it wasn't close to Larry and Jerry's hiding spot over here, it'd be better, but we're okay. We can handle Larry and Jerry. They're not that big of a threat right now. So, yeah, I guess let's just mine this copper. And, you know, I'm pretty sure you don't want to watch me do it, so I'm just going to speed through it. We're going to go back to one of these awesome montages. I love making these. They're so satisfying. So we have enough copper. We have about a stack, almost a stack, and that really is enough. But I get back to the boat, and these jerk neck over here decide that they want to try to join the party, but no, not going to happen. Sorry. Nope. So yeah, let's repair the boat. It would have been a real jerk move if I had come back and the boat was just gone and in pieces. So, I mean, for the maximization of efficiency purposes, I'm bringing the boat a little bit closer to this knoll, I guess, this little mini kind of island. So if for some reason the boat does end up breaking, we can at least grab the materials and make it again, because it would be pretty bad if we couldn't do that, because we don't have anything else here. We don't have a portal. I was an idiot and I didn't bring the portal, but it's okay. Everything's fine. We did get some tin. It was a little bit farther away, kind of close to the smoldering tomb actually, but we have what we need. We topped off our rested bonus, and now we can head back. Everything is fine and lovely. However, just like on the way out here, the wind is very much against us. And yeah, I get it. Now I definitely understand that it makes sense to go back to the spawn point and get the motor power. It does make sense, but I didn't really think of it at the time, because after I get bone mass, I just never switch powers. So it just never crosses my mind. Although in hindsight, it is a good idea, because the wind always just seems against me. But you can see we got a couple fuelings over here that we're tackling and trying to destroy my workbench. The jerks, come on, the gall of these guys. And I noticed right there, yeah, bad. One is a 1-star. I don't know how I can handle 1-stars just yet. So yeah, I get shot and it takes out like a third of my health. But hey, look at that. Jerry is here to help, and he actually does a really, really good job at helping. But a wraith also killed the other one right there. So it seems to me like these fuelings did not like the night over here by the swamp. So yeah, they're actually doing a good job at helping me, distracting me from enemies. But you can see right there, Jerry did actually kill that 1-star fueling. And yeah, I'm actually really proud of him. Thanks, Jerry. Yeah, we still got a Draugr over here, and all right, okay, yeah, a couple good swipes. It's down for the count. And I see this this little black metal over here. Obviously, that was the other fueling that died, so I just grabbed the scrap. Why not? And this other Draugr, I was gonna kind of ignore it, just not worry about it. But it turns out it is indeed an archer. So let's have an archer battle. Why not? All right, come on, here, have an arrow right in the face. We engage in a nice little ranged battle right here, and of course, imagine that. I come out the victor. Bows level 21. Congratulations, me. Congratulations, us. Yeah, I grab the stuff and I head back to my little outpost right here. It took a couple trips. I didn't show the trips because why would I? It doesn't make sense. It just takes forever. But yeah, we got the stuff and we can start smelting it. And that's exactly what I do. I just, you know, we're doing the things. But we got to get rid of the blast furnace. We break out the smelter once again. We're adding some stuff, and I did put a roof on our little outpost right here. I created a let's just say, less than fantastic chimney. It's a makeshift chimney. This doesn't need to be anything fancy. We're not going to be making the cauldron and fully upgrading the cauldron. We don't need to have everything at this little plains outpost right here. But I had some extra rocks. I figured I could make a little, make the place a little safer with that giant, the giant rock tower. I don't know the words. I made a little safer by creating a wall. But we've got the forge up now, and I notice there's not a whole lot unlocked. I noticed the black metal shield, but I didn't notice anything else. And I know now why, but at the time I thought it's because the forge wasn't upgraded. I know, this is stupid. This is not exactly the case at all. I'm an idiot. I know that you have to get flax, you have to, or barley, flax, all that kind of stuff, and you have to make some thread. So I didn't know that at the time. I guess I knew it, but it'd been a while since I've done it. So I checked the one at home. This one's fully upgraded, so maybe it'll pop up here. No, not so much. There's no black metal gear. There's no black metal sword. So yeah, I figured, okay, well, all right, whatever. I'll make the black metal shield for now, and that will be a fantastic upgrade. Not the most aesthetically pleasing shield in the game, in my opinion, but it's still very effective, and it's a good upgrade versus the shield of silver, the shield of silver, which of course deserves a nice place of honor above that little space right there. We're running out of space, I think, for our beautiful displays. But let's take a look at our black metal shield. Yeah, it looks good. It's not like it looks bad, but the chain makes it look, I don't know, a little bit less realistic, and it kind of takes me out of the whole realism of the game. But I mean, I guess in reality, the game isn't exactly the most realistic thing in the world because, you know, it's a fantasy game. But you can see I'm creating a little bit of a farm right there. I made the space for it, and I made the stuff for the spinning wheel. But I guess I need more fine wood. I go home, I grab some more fine wood, and we can now officially make the spinning wheel. At this point, I did remember, yeah, that's the problem. It's nothing else. So I make the stuff to make the stuff. I don't have the stuff yet, but we are eventually going to have to go on a very dangerous mission to find some flax, and that's exactly what we're gonna have to do. And I noticed that my little farming area right here is not squared off. It kind of looks weird, so I fixed that a little bit. It looks a whole lot better now. It's a little more squared off. But yeah, we have an outpost. We have a relatively upgraded outpost. This is safe, secure, and it doesn't look completely terrible. Okay, it kind of does. It's all right. But yeah, we're done with this for now. Thank you all so much for watching. If you had fun, please let me know. Like the video, subscribe to the channel if you feel like it. No pressure. And I'll see you in the next one, where we are likely going to go on a mission to get some barley and probably some flax. Let's do it next time. See you later.